All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Mr.Beardstone's Perfect World Post Productions mod pack with a little edit by me. So, uh, we have some things to go over today. I've changed some things, made me a potion deal. I got me some potions. I got me some potions. I got me a feeding deal here with some, make sure I can eat these things that are in my deal. And I also have some apple cider, which gives me absorption 4 for 1 minute. We're not going to do anything with that during this episode. I just wanted you to know it's there because I'm planning on going and hunting some blaze rods in a little bit. I do feel like I want to get some blaze rods going, blaze powders for more potion making if I want to. Eventually, we're going to have to set up a system to farm blazes because we need we're going to need the I'm not sure, but we may need the ability to do it for redstone making. So the redstone making process, if we take a look at it, redstone. So if we want to make redstone, we got to go through a crushing wheel. Well, not that. Actually, it'll be spouting is what we want. So to get redstone, we need to get cinder flour, which is just crushing netherrack. That's all it is. Crush netherrack, get it. And in this mod pack, there is a way to get netherrack to make it. So we don't have to worry about that. But we also have to make potions of strength. And then for potions of strength, let me see what color it is. Because I don't know why, but clicking on this does not automatically go to the potions. It just goes to the whole automatic brewing thing. So over on the right, we're looking for like that yellow deal, like that's fire res. This one, potion of leaping. Don't want that one. Farming. Here we go. So this is where you need the blaze powder to make a potion of strength, level 1. So we need blaze powder for this, we need netherrack for this, and spouting the potion of strength onto the cinder flour from crushing the netherrack gives you redstone dust. So if we ever want to make a redstone farm, we're going to need to get blazes, which means we're going to need a blaze farm. And I think what I'm planning on doing is we're going to leave it in the nether. And I'm going to see if I can copy a build that Hobble has made back when he did Create like 3 years ago. He did a whole series on Create. And one of the things he did was he made a farm that you can move anywhere with a schematic cannon. And so what we can do is I can make it, and then we can use the schematic cannon to put it around a blaze spawner. We don't actually have to move the blaze spawner if we don't want to. And we can just use that as our blaze farm. Another thing I noticed is some people have nozzles. So these are in Create. The front of an encased fan distribute its effect on entities in all directions. So basically, you can do that. Put a nozzle on a fan and make it like affect entities like that instead. So we can do that. So a couple of things have happened since, as you can see. I've actually hooked this up to lava. our lava, infinite lava. So this is now infinite. I'm making andesite right now. This is andesite. I just take it out, throw it off in the deal with a stack of nuggets, and, you know, make andesite alloy. I don't have it together yet, but that's what that is. This whole thing, I made another cobblestone deal with only one drill right now. It's keeping up with it. It's hooked over to this, so it's going at 128 speed because of the cogwheels and stuff. I tried replacing these cogwheels right here and hooking the millstones up underneath on the bottom, but I still could not get the millstones going fast enough with that to keep up with the drills at 256. So I could not get it to keep up. The cobblestone is made quicker than the mills can keep up. So until I start getting crushing wheels, we're going to be out of luck there. Everything else over here is still the same. I have been doing a little bit of extra things. This right here is just a deal so I can make pieces again for building. So this is just a cutter to make various pieces that I want with this system. A barrel to put stuff in, chute to drop it down onto the deal, and then this sucks it in. I do have to be a little bit careful and not be too close when I drop it in, because I could accidentally pick it up because it doesn't automatically go onto the saw. I've also got, I've had to remove the stairs here, add some levers for this, because I wanted to use this one to make something, to make andesite casings, so I didn't have to set up another deployer for it. So I just take this, change it out, or just remove it and put some wood on here, put some andesite alloy in this thing, and let it do it. But I have to turn these two off, otherwise they just stop. The wood just stops on the track. The farm has been expanded. The farm now has netherwort, pumpkins, and melons growing. To get pumpkins and melons, you have to use either drills or saw blades. I just went with the saw blades. And the netherwort is just picked up with a regular harvester deal. I had to do some terrain modification. I had to make some more fences. That's why the fence was often the thing. But everything is actually working like it was before. I've moved the portable storage interface to the end because I had to move the storage out further. So it connects here, goes into a smart chute. Underneath the smart chute is my drawer controller, which sorts it all into this thing right here. So that's what all this is for. And there is my pumpkins and my melons and my netherwort. The pumpkins grow the slowest, it seems like. The melons actually grow pretty fast, really. I also made another 2 mega torches. I've got a mega torch right here, and I've got a mega torch over at our animal farm right there in the middle. There's another mega torch, and I lit up the area as well so I could see over there. I've been feeding my animals, trying to get their numbers back up because I did do a big harvest on them to get food stuff, to get meat and things like that for making various food things if I wanted to. I still didn't get much ham compared to what I thought I would get, because I killed more than 7 pigs with even the knife. Let me go to bed so this rain will be over with and we can head over to the XP farm, because I've changed the XP farm over there. I've added additions to it, and that'll also lead into what we're going to be doing this episode. So let's head over to the XP farm. So as you can see, I've added a little bit of a system here. Right now, I'm getting this running. And I've used up pretty good bit of the XP. Where's all that XP gone? All that XP is now liquid XP over here that we had before, a full barrel almost. And it put this much in here. What this setup is for is to make the liquid XP so I can mend my stuff without going and mining quartz. That's basically all it was for. So I can't run this at the same time as this, as my grindstones, for because there's not enough power from this. It's overstressed like about by 2000. So I just added this clutch here. So I make the XP, and then when it's stretched off, I will turn this off and grind that XP down into liquid if I want to make it. So the way this works, so we have, like I said, we have the clutch. We just go over with various chain drives, gearboxes, and things like that. The chute pulls out the XP into a grindstone. You know how we have that grindstone for making the rose quartz? It's basically the same thing, except for the grindstone will take the XP, grind it down into liquid, and this pump takes it out, puts it in this tank. And this tank right here is set up with a nozzle, not a nozzle, a sprinkler, which comes from the cut mod. If we take a look at sprinkler, it comes from the Create, Slice, and Dice mod, sorry. And you make 3 at a time, and this is its recipe. So I just put this on the bottom of a pipe, and when I flip this lever right here, it will sprinkle XP on me, and if I have my mending tool in my hand, it will repair it before it gives me any XP. And this is just clear leaded glass to make a clear box with a glass dark oak door on it. But, so, my thought is this. I want to get this whole thing set up where this can all run at the same time. But we're not going to be doing it. In fact, we're going to be removing this. We're going into the steam boiler age. We're going to go into a steam boiler and try and get that working for me. So first things first is to take that and get rid of it. So nothing will happen here. And then we're going to just remove this system here. And I'm going to go up to the top if I can. I should be able to climb these. They're supposed to be climbable. So that's why I can go higher with my jetpack. My jetpack is actually the copper jetpack right now. So yeah, it doesn't let you go very far in the air. It only lets you go like, I think 16 blocks in the air. I want to make the brass one, but I need to make mechanical drives, and this is going to be where we learn about steam boilers and how they work, because I'm going to make a steam boiler for my base after we make one over here next episode to get that all over there onto lots of SU, basically, since we now have infinite lava, basically. So now there is in this mod pack a mod that allows you to feed blaze burners with lava directly from pipes. That's not normally what you can do in the Create mod. That's another add-on that allows you to do that. So yeah. So that's how that works. It's normally you can't do that. You would have to do a bucket system where you would take a mechanical arm, take a bucket filled with lava, put it in the blaze burners, and then put the empty bucket back in to get some more lava spout on it from a spout. and you would hook the spout up to your lava source and stuff like that. But we don't have to do that because we have that mod that allows us to just pipe it off into the system. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and make a Steam section. I'm going to make a 9x9. So we're going to do that. I got to go back and grab things, and we're going to craft it, and then we'll come over here and make it. So yeah, that's what we're going to do in today's episode. This is kind of like our test system for it. And then when we get this over here, and hopefully the next episode for my base, my main base, if I can get one big enough to run the whole base, and I've done calculations. In fact, let me tell you some numbers here. I wrote it all down. So in my whole base, including the XP farm, is 29,032 stress units needed. Without the XP farm, it's 18,176. That's kind of why we're setting up the XP farm separate, so it'll be on its own. Because it actually is like 10,856 stress units by itself. And the main stress unit in my main base is the iron and andesite and the making setup and all that stuff, and the press, stripped logs, mill, haunting that I have. My crop farm is only 256 stress units. The lava is 1,024 and stuff like that. So the 16,000 comes from all this stuff here and on back, all this stuff here, all this stuff here, all of it. This whole system right here, this whole single system right here, if I take my stressometer and plug it in, it is nothing. It uses 8,192 SU completely. This whole thing right here. This is grinding wheels, belts, gearboxes, everything. The spinny, the mechanical mixer, all that stuff uses every bit of it. The deployers, the cutting system, all of it. The washing and the burning deal. Every bit of it runs completely off this one windmill, which is kind of cool that I didn't know I did that. With building this right here, everything is just completely used up, which is kind of cool that I could do something like that. Just completely use up one windmill with no excess or anything. Is kind of cool. So that was a kind of cool build I did right there, I feel. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump this stuff in here. This is kind of like my create chest for things I'm not going to be using for a while, most likely. Take that stuff and put it in there. And the dark oak planks can actually go up off in here. All right. So we need to make steam boilers. And you can actually, if you can afford them, you can make these early. They're just copper. They're not using brass or anything like that. The only thing is if you want to use them with blaze burners, that's where it gets you. Because then you'll need to fuel them. So if we go to, where's our blaze burners at in here? So it's not bad making the blaze burners, and you can just go up to a blaze spawner if you find one in another, right click and get a blaze burner with something in it. And we've had these in our bag for like forever. All of these blaze burners I never used yet. We're going to be using them today, and we're going to be making more because I need at least, I have 5. I need 4 more. So we got to go to the nether and get some more of those. But we also need to make other stuff. We need to get the deal ourselves, our steam boiler going. So that, but yeah, the steam deal is this right here, the steam engine. Block of copper. A little expensive, but it's a block of copper. 1 gold sheet, so just press a gold, and an andesite alloy. The most expensive thing on here is like 9 ingots of copper, but copper is so plentiful in the world that it doesn't really matter. And I haven't really even gone mining with my pickaxe in like forever right now. I've just been using my my tunnel bore, and I haven't even used that for like 4 days now. About 5 days ago, I used it to go down and mine like this diamond stuff. That's it. And I got a little bit of gold. And most of my gold doesn't come from mining down here. Most of my gold comes from mining it off in the nether, out of those nuggets. I get like 4 or 5 stacks since I've got Fortune 3 on my pickaxe. So yeah, I haven't needed to go mining in like a while. I haven't needed to go get copper in forever. And I just actually smelted up a bunch of copper last night, before I logged off. So we have a pretty good bit of copper right now, and I still got like 282 in here. So copper's actually pretty plentiful, even before you get Fortune 3. So we're going to be making the steam engines, and we're going to need to make the blaze burners. So I'm going to need 4 of those blaze burners, which is 4 presses. Okay, so we need 4 of them. So 4 times 8. No. 4 times 4. 16, isn't it? 4, 8, 12, 16. Yeah. So 16 iron. And then 4 netherrack. And that should be enough of that. And even if you didn't have the mod that allowed you to make netherrack, to make redstone infinite, you can mine netherrack so fast. You just need an efficiency 3 pickaxe and it breaks like instantly. And there's so much netherrack, you go to a nether waste, you'll get so much. If you want to, you can even make a quarry and do it in the nether. You could make a tunnel bore, get that going. So yeah. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go fill these up so we can have these. And then we'll come back and make a deal. I do want to say I've kind of been using cheats a little bit, but I kind of just think of it as a /home command that you can use in some of the mod packs. And that is, when I go to where I need to be, I just teleport back to the nether portal waypoint, because I can with the cheats on and things like that. I can just click this button and teleport back. I basically just use it as kind of like a /home is what I'm doing. Where's my other nether fortress at? We have that one. There it is. That's the one I want to go to, because that's where the blazes will be closest. And you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and use one of these, so I don't have to worry about it. Whoop. That's a wither. That's not what I wanted. Where is the deal at? Oh, here it is. I went to the wrong area. Oh. Here, and then I can do this. And I just go over here like this, click B, and go to nether portal and click waypoint. And I'm right here. Basically all I do. And that's all I do right there. Now I have my potion still, and it's kind of wasted, but it's fine with me. I just didn't have to deal with it. And I just throw that off in there, and I make potions again later. So I've got 9, which is what we need. We need to make at least 1 steam engine. So we need a copper block, a gold sheet, and an andesite. So we need 1 gold, 1 copper block, 1 copper block, thank you. Gold sheet. Andesite alloy. Sheet. This and this. There we go. And now we need tanks, because that's the rest of the system. Is just tanks. The steam engine turns it into a boiler, but until then, all it is a bunch of tanks stacked on top of each other. So I want to make this a 3x3 up to 4 blocks tall, I think. This one is like 2. So I would like it to be at least 2 more higher. So that's 9, 18, 36 is how many we need in total, right? 9 times 4 is 36, yeah. I always second guess my math because I'm always wrong. Most of the time I'm wrong. So we need to take this. So we need 1, 2 copper sheets per one of these. So we're going to need to make 36. We need double 36. They're 36 plus 36. That's 12. So 2 carry the 1. That's 3 plus 3 is 6 plus 1 is 7. So 72 ingots. So 72 ingots, 64. 10 makes 74. So I just need 8. Because I just need 72, not another 10. All right. I don't want to mess up the thing, whatever. I don't want them to disappear, so I'm just going to keep hold of them until they're done. And then I need to make a bunch of barrels, and I haven't set up the jungle farm yet, and this would be a perfect time to set up the jungle farm. I'll probably set up a jungle farm in before next video. Because you can just turn jungle wood into barrels easy. We need 36 barrels, so we need 36 pieces of jungle logs. We do this. We're supposed to be able to turn them directly into barrels in here, and there they are. You can't do that with any other wood. I don't know why they made jungle wood. I guess just to make you use jungle wood. I don't know. I mean, I don't mind jungle wood. That's what these things are made out of, the jungle shafts. But it's still a little weird. All right. So the way this works is this to this, that up there, and then these here and all of that. Okay, so we have those. I'm going to need to make a mechanical pipe, which I can do real easy because I have the components. I just need 1 pipe, 1 cog, and that's a mechanical pipe. And then the fun part, which I'm going to cut. I'm about to have me a snack while I do this. I'm going to have to go all the way over there with a pipe for lava. And I don't know if I can reach there without making more mechanical pipes. So wish me luck. All right, I'm back after about, I don't know, 30 minutes to an hour. So what I just need to connect this pipe right here, and it will connect to that mechanical pump right there, and that should suck out lava, but it's going the wrong way. Now I'm confused. I'm gonna have to take this apart real quick. You go down one. Nope. It needs to go. That's not what I meant to do at all. Mechanical pump, where did you go? Where are you? Right there. So if I do that, nope. Go, and it's facing out, and that's facing in. Okay. So what I need to do, real quick, piece of dirt. Gear, cogwheel, vertical gearbox, regular gearbox, and then shaft, and that will start draining. Now, I don't know this for sure, but I read on Reddit. I'm not sure. Let me check real quick. No Chip on Reddit about 8 months ago says make sure you're using the same RPM on every pump. If the gear ratio is off, it will always break. So basically, what I'm doing is all the way there. I've made water wheels and done this right here, just one regular water wheel. Put a bucket of water and had it go, and I've got like about every 40 to 50 links of pipe, I put in another pump, and they all have this in them as a pump, as a deal. So real quick, we're going to go to bed, get it daytime so we can head over there. But everything is already hooked up over there except for that last mechanical pipe. Doesn't have, sorry, went the wrong way. Doesn't have a water wheel on it. So we're going to need to do that when we get over there. So if we head over to our XP farm real quick. This is where I dug up the first time and I accidentally let water in on myself. I'll replace that later with sandstone. But this right here is where our steam engine is going to be. And I'm going to have to dig down to, let's go 3. And it's right here. Okay, so that's where it is. Okay, so how do I want to get this powered? I want to do the water wheel thing again. But I'm going to need a spot here for it. So I'm going to need a cog right there. So let me go ahead and put that cog right there. It's going to need to go the other way like that. I'm going to need a gearbox into it that's vertical. And then I need to get a setup for a water wheel. So I can do this right here. Do the 4x4 hole. Make a water wheel, which is just planks around a shaft. So basically a chest with a shaft in it. Set it in this corner. My butter bucket that I have is here. Set a... Actually, I'm just going to throw that up in there. Give me a shaft. A gearbox that's vertical. And then a shaft. And that turns that. And that's all I need. I can close this back up. Hopefully that's all I need. Oh, right. I can't be over here. So I set that there. Set this here. Then I switch to the sandstone. Here, here, and then here, and here. And that should be everything except for the deal. So all I have to do now is take my blaze burners, place them down, and they should all connect. And if we go and connect this shaft over here, we should have lava start flowing out and pump off into those blaze burners. It'll take a while to get there, but it should be enough to get it over there. Hopefully. If I did my counting right, because I think you have to have a pump every 50 tiles. So if I did my counting right, I should be ready for that. Okay. So I finally caught up on flint. I was worried that it wouldn't. And yeah, now I'm getting gravel again. So I'm kind of overfilling. I don't have this thing completely figured out over here yet. But what I can just do is I can come over here and break that, and the whole gravel system shuts down until it can't do anything anymore. So I just need to do this, and that should start spitting out lava. And then right here on this single torch right here, underneath is where our pipe goes. So if I have to get to it, I know what line it's on real quick without having to try to remember the number it was on. Or I can dig down right there next to the tank. But let's go over here and see if it's gotten to the blazes yet. They're empty still. That's not a good sign. Okay. So, gonna have to go down and follow the pipe. So, that's unfortunate. I should have dug 3 down. So, once I get to the water, I'm going to have an issue. Okay. Shit. I was hoping it would start filling up by now. I'm gonna have to go down and check and see where they are. See where it stops, because that's the only thing I can do. I was hoping I did it correctly. Okay. Actually, I'm going to give this a few minutes. I'm going to take me a break and go use the bathroom. And I will be back in like 10 minutes. I'm going to set a timer on my phone. And after 10 minutes, if it's not burning, if they're not getting lava, then I know I definitely need to go down there. So give me a few minutes. Hey, I just got back and they started lighting up. So it just took it a while. Took it a long while. It's not all of them yet. It's filling them up. The number is going up on them. I'm wondering if when these get full, these others will start cutting on, is what I'm wondering. Yep, that's what's happening. So as soon as one of them gets full, it switches to the other. So maybe that's how it works. With how slow I'm getting it, it's enough to get here and fill them up. But it takes it a minute to cycle through them all. So as soon as one of them gets done, the others will start working. So this one hasn't worked yet. But there's a couple that are still filling up. So as soon as these others fill up, then this last one should turn on. So we're just waiting on this one here. In fact, I'm going to do this real quick. that last one on? Yes, it is, and it is filling up. So these things should stay full all the time, which is what I was going for. So I'm glad that happened. It is enough to get here. It is enough to keep these fueled. So we're good to go there. So now I need to build a 3x3 on top of them. And then do it up 1, 2, and 3. Okay. And then we attach an engine to it. Is all we should have to do, and that will turn it into a steam boiler. And there we go. Heat, all that stuff is great. Now, the next thing we have to do, we're not done with pipes yet. We still got to get water into the system, which we can do since we're right here next to the ocean. This is where this comes in handy. So we need another mechanical pipe. So first things first, I need I need gears, cogs, whatever you want to call them. These right here. So I need one of these and this. So I can make this. All right. So we're going to need this here. That's not what I want to do. I'm glad that didn't crash anything. And our, that's not good. Okay, that's really concerning because I don't know where it went. It's off the charts now. So that's concerning. I have a mechanical pipe on here that is now invisible. It's in my inventory again. It just showed up. That's very concerning. Okay, goes in. That's what I want right there. But can I get it, like, down? I can. I don't know why it didn't work a second ago. Okay, we come out of this with a pipe. Nope, that's not where I wanted it. So first things first, give me my mechanical pipes back. There. And then there. And then there. And take that. Now, I don't know if this will work or if I need it the other way around where the mechanical pipe's here and the pipe is here. I don't know. Let's find out. So now we need to give this water. But, so one thing we can do real quick, I don't need that right now, is we can have a shaft on here, and that's your engine. You just put a shaft on it, and it's here. What I need is this to be powered. So I can create another water wheel, but I don't know if that'll give me enough rate. I need at least 10 millibuckets per tick. I don't know how much deals I need. So what we're going to do, I only have 8 pieces of wood. I'm going to need more. I'm going to need more. So I'm going to need more. Well, I'm definitely not going over there now. Let's go back over here because that should make those guys disappear if I'm not in render range. So what I'm thinking of is large water wheels, maybe 2 of them, could be up to 4. That's why I need to come back. I need to get some more planks as well for that. Because it's a small water wheels are a shaft around planks, and then a large water wheel is planks around a water wheel. So do I have this many planks in here. I want to keep this. I can make 4 of them. Okay. Then I need more planks. Give me 8 of them. That should be enough planks, I think. Okay. All right, so there's 4 large water wheels for us, which we can set up. Now, the reason why I want to do this is in case something goes wrong, if for whatever reason, say we expand the XP farm, we're going to need to put printers and stuff over here anyway, so we're going to need more power. In case we need more power, in case we overstress the system, it's going to be a whole lot easier if I have water wheels making the water go in instead of trying to get the steam engine putting into the deal, into making this work. Because if this stops, that will stop. So I want to kind of have a separate system personally. A lot of people will do it themselves. Will make it go into itself, but I want to do it like myself. I want it to have its own power system for it. It probably doesn't even need this many, but I think I need this many. I don't want to build there. Quit that. I want to go out at least 2 more this way. Break that one. And then I want to place a block here. And then water wheel, water wheel, water wheel. And then break these 3. And then water wheel. Ow. And then break this one, this one, this one, and that one. And then set up a 2 high wall like so. That. Going to go ahead and have it continue on here. And there we go. And then wall, 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 wall. And then what I can do is I can take my bucket, grab some water, bucket, water, bucket, water, bucket, water. And now that's going and will go forever. Cool. Now I need to get a deal here so I can actually break that. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go underneath and go up somehow. So I think I want shafts here. And then I'll do it on the other side. Another shaft. And then I will need... Actually, that might not work with this thing here. I'm not sure. I think I built it one too close. So I'm going to do this real quick. Grab this. Grab this water here. And put that there. That there. large water wheel, please. There we go. And then if I place this water bucket here, nope, I don't want this here. Actually, this ain't supposed to be there. It's supposed to be a deal here, 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 and here. Break that piece there, and then that. And this is where that water bucket's supposed to go. So with it like that, I have at least one more room, which is what I need, I think. So basically, I think I go gearbox vertical, and then I do, let me get a cog here. And then what I can do is I can basically just go gearboxes around, basically. If I go gearbox here, vertical it, where it's like that, go here, and then go here with one. And that will turn that, and that will start doing that. And there it goes. Okay, it is not fast enough. So I'm wondering how much gear differential RPMs I need to make 10. So, we can go and make a rotational control device, I guess. Gonna be a pain fitting it in. I guess I could try and move this back another one. Because I know these can take 90, these can give me 93 RPM, these four together. If I go and get a deal, and I think I will, I need to make a precision mechanism, which I can do. I got the gold for it. I got the cogs for it. I got the nuggets for it. So let's just go do that real quick. Let's see. I failed 2 times so far to make precision mechanisms that while I was off the while I was doing things by myself. I failed twice. So we need to go and grab I see I have the 5 cogs. I need 5 larges, and then I need 5 nuggets. Nope, that's not supposed to be there. I don't know where they went. Use a hopper or funnel or other means to free it. And if I break it, do I get my stuff back? Maybe. I don't know. I think I need to place it this way. We're here. Like this. Please don't knock me around. Quit that. Okay. There we go. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's because I put it off in the nugget thing. That's why. So these are actually supposed to be nuggets. This is supposed to be large. This is supposed to be small. Then I go get a gold sheet or gold nugget, gold ingot. I have any in my bags? I do. I already have gold sheets. Okay. You know what? No, I'll just make one. I'll just make one. So while this is working, I'm going to go and get a brass casing because that's the other part of this. So I'll need a stripped log, bronze ingot, that, and then let's go see if we got a precision mechanism or if we got junk. We got a precision mechanism. Nice. So I only missed 2 times, so that's not bad. And then I need another... Get this gravel out of my inventory. This gravel out of my inventory. I need another large cog. Give me a large cog, please. Quit doing that. All right. And then let's go ahead and go to bed. So monsters don't spawn over there. I'm not going to make another torch yet. Because I actually can't make a torch over there because of that spawner. That'll just make them not spawn. That might actually break the game. I don't know. Because it's actually meant to spawn things over there. So I can't really do that. I could place torches, I guess. I guess I could try placing torches over there. Regular torches and see if I can get that working. But yeah, I can't place a Torchmaster torch over here to stop spawns because we kind of want spawns. I don't know if it would actually mess with anything or not. So let's see. So if I activate that, yeah, it's going the wrong way, but we can deal with it. And then if I do this, which I can't do because reasons, go this up to 93 because I know that can spin that. And I need to get this as a thing. So how would I go about getting that as a thing with this setup? So I'm going to need gearboxes for sure. Got the verticals here. Vertical. Regular gearbox. No, it's got to turn into a vertical. Okay. And then... So I need a cog. Like... right here next to this. Actually, would this just work? I did this. No, it won't fit, actually. So I'm actually going to have to put it up there. Okay, so that gives me ideas now. So if I just place a shaft right there, and then a regular gearbox, that'll work that. And that works that. Interesting. It's not enough water. Let's bump this up to... Okay, I'm going to have to place some blocks here so I can do things. So I can mess with this if I need to. I think I'm going to need at least 3. So if I do up to 128, does that work? Now a level 6 bowler, but it's still not getting enough water in it. Do I need another pump? Can I just put another pump on it and that'll get it more water? I don't know. I can actually probably put another mechanical pump right next to this one, and it'll just start doing things, right? I can't do it to 256 because actually I probably could, couldn't I? Let me see something. Can I actually do it to 256? I can without it breaking the deal. Okay, it's enough water now, but it's not enough, and it's a level 9 boiler. Jesus Christ. It's not enough heat though. So I actually need to cut this down. Let's go down to 225. Let's see what that looks like. It's still not enough size and heat with it like that. What if we turn it down to 2? No. What if we turn it down to 200? What's that look like? It's 199. Give me 200 even. Thank you. That's closer. Still only does 147. But that's closer. Let's do a little bit less. Let's do like 195. Because I think that'll be probably around right at the sweet spot almost. Not yet. 190? And that's pretty much it. So a boiler, 4 tall, with 9 blaze burners under it, heated, not superheated. There is a superheated deal where you can give them blaze cakes, and they will do a lot more heat. So if I wanted to do the 256, I would need to give them, I would need to make it at least 3 taller, probably, maybe 2. And I would need to give them superheat. I would need to give them blaze cakes, which we'll eventually get around to. But we're generating 147 SUs, 147,456 SU via this one engine, which if we just add more engines to it, it splits it off, because this one gives us 16,384. Which, if I go back to my numbers, that is a little bit less than my whole base. Okay. And it's a lot less than my, well, it's a lot less than my whole base total. Is a whole lot less than my whole base total, including the XP farm. If we take out the XP farm, it's only less than, let me see. So let me do this. $16,384. 512. I'm only missing 512 SU to totally power my whole base on the other side. So as soon as if I put this up and then I add superheat to it, I actually want to see what happens if I add another generator to this, another steam engine. I want to see what happens if I do that. So I want to add another one right there. We're going to go make another steam engine real quick. I don't have the copper block with me. Actually, I do. Technically, I do. Because I have this copper in here. I want to see what happens if we add another steam engine to it. I just want to see what it looks like. Because I think it's supposed to split off when we do this. If this is to be believed, if these two are actually connected together like this, this is 30 something thousand. This is 16,384 times 2. 16,384 times 2 is 32,768. So this right here, this whole thing right here would power my base over there. This is awesome. But right now, I don't need this extra one right here, so I'm just going to take it away. And we're going to just power this thing with it. So I need to figure out how to do that. So I can just hook a deal to it here, or I could hook a gearbox to it. So I need to power this here, and then this can go whatever speed it needs to. So how would I go about doing this? So basically, if I can get a gearbox here, flip it around, shaft, 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 gearbox here, and then shaft, gearbox, vertical, shaft, shaft. I want to see how fast this is going. 236, so it's maxed out. Actually, 256. Max that out. And I should be able to do this. And that. And everything's running at once. And it is noisy as hell. I know. That's why we need the mute mod, man. And I might add that myself. And our XP is going up because we're just burning through it. This thing just burns through it. This machine. This is not enough to keep up. But now it's a constant process of giving me liquid XP, and as soon as that fills up, it'll back up in here, and then this will make it where that will turn off, and the whole system will shut down. And then I could also, if I wanted to, I could put redstone over here to this, and this would shut down as soon as this got to it as well. But this is awesome. I didn't need to make it this big, but it's kind of cool. I wanted my first one to be at least a pretty big one. I was expecting like a level 4 bowler. I wasn't expecting this level 9 business here like this. Wow. So 4 water wheels with a rotational speed controller set to, what was it, 200? 190. Set to 190 will make this a complete level 9 bowler without any issue. If you wish to go up to 256, you're going to need superheat. You're going to need to make it bigger. And I think, I'm not sure, but I think enough water will come in with it at 256. You may need another pump for water. I'm not sure. But yeah. This ain't the biggest. I think you can get up to like a level 16 bowler. You can get like giant, really. If you go max size on the tanks. I think it goes up to 9 blocks tall. I think you can make a 9x9x9 is the biggest one you could make. I think. I'm not sure if a steam bowler though could go that big, but I know you can make a tank. I'm pretty sure you can make a tank that big. But here we go. In less than an hour, even though it's probably been about 2.5 hours for me, we have a completed steam bowler powering our XP farm. And that's this creeper, and I don't want to blow shit up, so I'm going to come over here. So, yeah. As a thing, I could take a schematic of this and just put another XP farm. It'll work. That might be fun to do. I haven't done a schematic yet. We're going to have to, like, kill creepers to get enough gunpowder, though. Because the cannon uses gunpowder to place blocks and stuff. And that farm was specifically built by Snow Go. That's his name, right? Snow Go. Give me just a second to look that up. Should be in my history. It's going to take me a second to find it. Looking for XP farm. That's Foxy No Tail. That's not who we need. Crap, where are they? No, 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 more Foxy No Tail. There we go. Snow Go. Yeah, that's who it is. It's Snow Go. Okay. It's their universal XP farm, basically. Yeah, so that's what that is. It's by Snow Go. That's the universal XP farm. And it is very good. And basically, they built it so you could put them right next to each other. You can just continue them on down the chain. I think their whole build line is like that. So I think he builds it for like a server rack, is what he calls his builds that go next to each other. So what he's trying to do, and he's trying to build a thing that just goes along and just makes all the things, basically, I think is what his whole series is about. And this was his XP farm. And so he took it and put it on a server rack. And now he's got a bunch of different items on one single belt that transfers to various things around. So basically, he's trying to get everything in a single line on a single belt, if possible. And, continue on with it. I think that's his goal. I'm not sure. I haven't seen any of his other videos, but I think that was his goal with his building series. At least this building series is to get it what he's on what he calls a server rack. So it's all there. So that was really, really good that we got that done. And the creeper is now gone, I think. Now, sit right here. See if I can find him. Doesn't look like he's here. His name would show up in red if he was here, I'm pretty sure. Yep. So, real quick, before we go, I'm going to just torch this whole island, starting here, and just go up to where it says 0. And place torches all around the perimeter until I can't do that. The closest 0 is what I'm looking for. And then if I can't find a 0, I'm looking for the lowest number, which is really hard to see during the day. I think a 4 is our lowest number here, which I think our closest 4 is this one. So we're going to place that there. Then we're going to go over here, see if we can get anything like a 4. It looks like 5s is our closest number here. So where's our 5s at? We have a 5 right there. And I have more torches in my inventory, so I ain't got to worry about it. And I'm going to place a torch right there to get rid of those yellow numbers. And then we got 5, 4, so a 4. This way we have a 0. We have a 0. The torch there. Torch there. And then we look for yellow numbers, so we got a 7 here. 7 here. As long as everything is green, I have no issues whatsoever. I don't know if I put a torch in here, if that will interfere with things. I'm just going to place one right there. And this is a 6 up here, so I'm going to place a torch on it. All this up here is fine. It's 9s, 10s. All that up there is fine. So we've pretty much, I think, done the whole island now. So now we ain't got to worry about spawns over here. Drowned can spawn into water, but that I'm not going to worry about that. If the number is green, they can't spawn, basically. I'll have to come over here at night to make sure. Oh, there's a bunch of numbers here I missed. Shit, yeah. See, that's what it is. It's too bright, really, to see. So I got a 3 here. There's a 3 here, 3 here. There's a 2, there's a 1. Okay, that pushes all of these numbers up. And then if I go and place just a torch here, that should take care of everything. Except for this one here, which is a 7. We'll just place a torch on it. And here, which has got a 5, we'll place a torch on that. And then we have some 7s here, so that is all go up. If I actually go like here, that takes care of that. And then we have these 7s here. And that should be it, hopefully. Nope, there's a 7 there. There you go. Yeah, I'm going to have to come back here at night when the numbers aren't, like, blending into the sand. Really doesn't help with the sand. But there we go. I say we got it pretty much torched. So I'm going to head back to base, and I'm going to call it an episode. Next episode, we're going to pretty much be doing the same thing, but we're going to be powering our whole base with it. And I got to figure out where the hell to put it, too. I don't know. I kind of want it in a centralized location. So maybe right here before my house and next to the enchantment deal would be good. Because this is kind of a centralized location. We got that over there. We got the farm over there. We got that windmill. We got all of this. All these windmills can be taken down, except for that one, of course, because that's really pretty. I'll probably unhook that one. And then just put it, keep it running as a beautiful thing. Oh, it's a storm. I need to go inside and sleep because that means mobs will spawn. I'm in my base, but I don't want them to come around. This is only like the 2nd day I've had to, well, actually probably the 5th day I've had to do that during the day. Usually my storms have been coming at night, so I'm not losing much time of day. But yeah, I'm wondering if I should actually tear down this enchantment deal and place it over there with all the other enchantment stuff and just have that as an enchantment area. There's a couple of things I'm thinking about. 2 more mods I'm thinking of adding to the pack right now off the top of my head. One is ender storage. I think I've proven that I can put things really far away. I just did it in this episode. It's like over 100, maybe 120 blocks, 25 blocks from here that way to that way. Well, to that way anyway. So it's 196. So I almost went to it. That is right at the edge of the island. It's probably over 200 something blocks to get to where the steam engine is. So I've already decided I've transported enough. So I think I'm going to add ender storage to this mod pack with the with the ender chest with the color coded and the ender tank with the color code. I think I'm going to add that to this pack. And then I'm going to the last I was going to add another mod and I forgot about Waystones. I figured I'd just go ahead and add Waystones to the pack so I can have a teleportation system, but I might not do that because I was really thinking it's going to be in game. It would probably be before we set up. It would probably be one of the in game things we do before we set up our big factory to make iron, gold, and all that stuff. I can set up a rail network. It's going to be a big project. I would have to flatten the terrain because I don't want the train tracks going up into the air. So I'd have to flatten the terrain over there. Also, do I have... That's not supposed to be there. So all of this is chunk loaded. Let me go check my XP farm. I'm pretty sure that's all chunk loaded, but the steam bowler may not be. But it should be because it's in the same area, but I didn't even think to check. I hope I didn't mess something up. And that my bowler is in 2 separate chunks. I hope not. So if I go up here and stand on top of this, check my chunk boundaries. No. Okay, it's all in this one chunk here. It might be partly off in this chunk, but I have it loaded, so I ain't gonna worry about it. Okay. What about this here? Is this chunk loaded? It's like right at the edge, so it should be chunk loaded as well. Okay. That's my only worry is I messed up. I usually don't worry about building on chunks, but for things like multi-block structures like the bowler and stuff, you really want to get everything connected to it and itself in one chunk so it's not split across chunk, because that could really mess up and corrupt your world. So yeah. But I'm slowly getting XP. I am at 5 buckets worth now when I was at 3 before. So I can just let that run. And basically the liquid XP right now for me is just for me to shower myself with XP to heal my tools. That's all it's there for. So I don't have to go to the nether every time I want to and take like 2 hours to repair my tools when they're like almost broken. So yeah, that's what that's for. I still want to find some dripstone. How am I doing on food? Have I eaten all my noodles? I think no, I still have noodle soup. Fried rice, fried rice. Let me have these down here as well. I'm going to take these potions and put them down here. So I can keep track of them. Let me do a memory on those. There we go. I wonder what's happening to my bowls. Because when I eat this stuff, I'm supposed to get bowls back, but I'm not, so I don't know where the bowls are. Which is interesting. So it actually eats the bowls when it's like this. When you use this. So that's interesting. Yeah, I don't see bowls in here. I don't know where they go. Because when you eat it yourself, you get bowls back. I guess it just deletes them or something. I'm not sure. Also, I don't think I'm getting the comfort buff either when I eat. I think something's broken there. I don't know why. I'm eating, so it's not a big problem, but I'm not getting the comfort buff for it either, which is weird. So if I run around to get hungry, yeah, I'm not getting the comfort buff. I'm not eating this. What the hell am I eating? Because I'm not eating my food. I'm not eating this because that's not available to eat. It can't give me this. I'm just going to look through this because this is weird. I don't know what the hell I'm eating. But I'm eating something. Apparently. Oh, I'm eating... Am I eating the carrots? Is that what's going on? Because I shouldn't be eating the carrots. I should be only eating these. Let me see what happens if I take the carrots out and run around. Oh. Ha. Okay. I don't know why that is happening. Why they're getting... I'm wondering if they're like... Oh, shit. That hurt. That'll help me eat. I'm wondering if... I'm wondering if they're like growing over the water is why that's doing that. I should eat in just a second. And I'm not. Is it on... I mean, I know what I can do real quick to make it work quicker. Just put this on a ball and turn it. I should eat through my hunger. It's not eating it. Oh, maybe I'm not hungry enough. So what do I have to get to be hungry enough? 4. 3.5, 4. Okay. So now with that, they shouldn't be eating the carrots. And it gave me my bowl. Okay. I was wondering where all the damn bowls were, but it did give me a bowl. So it should be like this. And it gave me the comfort buff. Okay. So now it's working. I think I had it before where it wasn't giving me... I think I had him blocked instead. So I thought with it on block, it allowed... But apparently it has to be on allow, and that'll eat it. Okay. Okay. And for some reason, the pumpkins is doing this. I don't know why. I'm wondering if I need to... What am I missing? I'm missing something obvious. Is the storages full? The storages is full. Why are the storages full? Oh, because that is in there. That's why. There's nowhere to put. Oh, I don't have. That's what that was for. Okay, Hold on just a second. Let me fix this real quick. I had a brass funnel earlier, and what that was for is getting rid of the poisonous potatoes. I was wondering why the hell there was a lava pit over here. I didn't remember I had this set up. So, brass funnel. And I'm going to set it. I need to get some dirt real quick. Let me grab dirt. Forgot about that. Oop, there's a kitty in my floor. He's saying, "Where's my bed at?" He usually sleeps on the stool I use it for to prop my feet up because I'm old and I need that. And yeah, he's kind of wondering where his bed is. Yeah, that's enough. Kind of wondering where his bed is. I almost had a big old accident right here. So I need to put this. Actually, I can't even put it here. It won't work, I don't think. Yeah. I'm gonna have to put this here. On this side. I don't want to, but I'm gonna have to. So, that with a filter and a lava bucket, which I can't take lava from there. I'm going to go over here and grab one real quick. So hope I don't get jumped by something. Yeah, I need to set up a system to get me some lava every now and then, so I don't have to go do that. Basically what I do is I do this here, I do that there, and there we go. And then if I kind of like put this like right there, there you go. That's why I had that set up and I done forgot about it, so yeah. So now everything should be going in. Should be empty. Cool. Now it's all working like it's intended. That's why those things were in the water. It's because it had no room to pick shit up because the poisonous potato was blocking things. I just want to double check that there's no like that. So with that, that should be everything. I didn't see anything else. There might be something over here. Let's just do a walkthrough over here. A little fly through anyway. Don't see anything. See, the thing of it is that I think it's only the melons and the pumpkins because it always has to be cut with a saw. So I don't think this would have harvested anything over here. The harvest sections, the harvest machine sections, because it knew it was full. But I don't think the saws do that. Would be kind of nice if they did, but it's what it is. But it should be emptying, and there it goes. I was kind of wondering about that. There we go. All right. Now I'm going to end my video here. As soon as I pick things up, fill this up, fill this up. We're almost there. We'll go and try to find netherite. But we got a couple of more things to do. We need to get the steam engine here. And then I want to get the brass jetpack, which means we get mechanical builders. We just need to get mechanical crafters. And then we can make the brass jetpack. And then we can go to the nether to try and get netherite. I also have to find a bastion somewhere so I can get the netherite upgrade thing. But that's just going to have to wait until then. So, me and Jerry will see you later. I know I leave Jerry in the base, but I'd like him to stay alive. If he's not in the base, he probably won't stay alive. So, we'll just keep him here to stay, Jerry, to stay alive. And I will see y'all later. Y'all have a nice time, whatever time it is in y'all's part of the world. Bye.